Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Sussex Saturday. I am VS Speaks Royally. I hope you all are doing well. Hello to those in the clouds, those that have dropped down and chatted it up in the chat. I appreciate you all. Please remember to hit the thumbs up. If you're able to share out, be sure you share me out. I appreciate you very, very, very much. Spread the word about VS Speaks Royally. Um, Squatties, we've been doing some extraordinary victory laps, and enjoying the tears of the derangers because they had some egg on their face. I'll put it nicely until we get through trash time. Had egg on their face because of the headlines that were being run and got smashed to smithereens by the news. As the title says, with Love Megan season 1 was so hot. Uh, Season 2 is coming the fall of 2025. We don't have to wait long. Hallelujah. She's not making us wait long. In between that, we'll have As Ever that launches spring. We're only like, weeks away, hopefully. Hopefully you all have put your email so you'll know when it goes live because I'm telling you now, squatties are just sitting there waiting. Your fellow squatties are just waiting. We bought out everything. The pot, what is it? The Lucier? Is that how you say it? Um, Pot that she did the pasta in. Uh, I see pictures all over the X app from squatties who have went out and bought the same exact. I'm just saying if some of the products are, pots and pans. Hello, Megan, come on, you can do it. You can do it. I know I would buy, but anyway, okay. Woo! Alrighty. So there's a poll. If you didn't see it, be sure that you answer the poll question. I'll try to remember to turn it off. I think once I get to trash time, I'll hopefully remember to do that. So, hello, 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 hello again to everybody coming in. It's more than egg on their face. Yes, Lorna, I see some of the comments. So, before we get into everything, I'm just going 100 miles a moment. Let me run the disclaimer and then we'll get started. I have to get to my area. Here we go.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.
Okay. Whew, my goodness. That was kind of loud even in my ear. Hopefully it didn't hurt y'all ears too much. As I do each and every Sussex Saturday, I read my favorite quote that I found on the Archewell.org site many moons ago. But I love reading it because it encompasses Harry and Meghan so well as all of us. Each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. So I'm going to start out with some sad news that's unrelated to the Sussexes, but this, if you're a music fan, Tony, so one of the founding members and brother of Raphael Sadiq, Dwayne Wiggins passed away yesterday. The day before, we had gotten word that he had been put under hospice care. Yeah, so this is a hit. R&B music genre has taken some hits the past several weeks, and yeah, this one has kind of got me in the gut a little bit yesterday. I was like, they just announced he went into hospice care. So prayers to the family, and as well as fellow musicians, because Mint Condition posted there a beautiful tribute to him, and I thought that was special. So all right. Whew. So rise in power to Dwayne Wiggins, and no more suffering. All right. So today is International Women's Day, from all that I have seen online. And so we know that Meghan did a speech at the UN to those that don't like her. Get up on the history and learn about Meghan before you start spewing your bile. Okay. Anyway, I wanted to I caught the screenshot of this because it just encompasses how she sees the world, approaches the world, and just how Lilibet will be raised. Okay. It is said that girls with dreams become women with vision. This is why y'all can't stop her, the UK royals. Y'all have tried. She was already a woman with a vision when she met Harry. And y'all try to destroy the vision and the woman itself, but you failed. You're failures anyway, but you failed. Okay, let me take a sip of my tea and calm myself. All right. With love, Megan. It's a ridiculous amount of times I have watched it. I have it in my ear, even if I'm listening to other live streams. Yeah. So it's just fantastic. I hope you've seen it at least once so far. And and that it is available in the country that you're in, because there are some areas that are not be able to stream Netflix. I'm sure that'll change soon enough. But this collage, a squad had put together, and we've seen it before. Diana in the Northwestern University sweatshirt. We know she did not attend, but she did visit Northwestern. Meghan did attend and graduate from Northwestern. Yes, she has a college degree from one of the top colleges Double major. Okay. Uh, So this T-shirt, the purple one, showed up in an episode. She also was seen, flexing her alma mater. You know, here's the white one. Driving the haters absolutely bonkers. But Megan's just living her life. And then I noticed, NU School of Communications. Hint, hint, that's what she. Okay. If you know her background, you understand. So had a hashtag Happy Women's History Month, NSU of C, so the School of Communication. We're starting the month with Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. Her Netflix series with Love Meghan is now streaming March 4th. Was also the official launch of her lifestyle brand as ever. Watch the trailer here. So, for any wondering, and I've heard, well, you'll see in Trash Time, there's the trolls. Well, who would ever watch that? Many, many, many people will watch it. Enjoy it. Go back to watch it again because you don't want to pause it just to catch like what it. I have rewound and been like, what was said there? Just to make sure I absorb everything. Now, when it's coming down to cooking, yes, because you need to know what ingredients are going in. Okay. I've seen several squatties have done that pasta, the one pan pasta dish. Yes. Okay. Her bestie and Auntie Serena uh, posted out on IG. And if anyone knows how many followers that Serena has, okay, there should be no doubt. Okay. That's family. So we're just going to move on from there, right? Netflix South Africa. Don't mind me just drooling watching Megan cook anything and everything. Yeah, that's pretty much all of us. I enjoy the interaction, not only with the guests, but with, the camera, the film crew, who were enjoying a lot of the food prepared. Okay, I was a little jealous. That chicken, oh, okay. Megan even put on, I'm loving that she is back on social media. I pray y'all get IG if you don't have it and you're following her. Okay. So she did an ASMR, and it's cute because it's different scenes out of the show. But yeah, so I have a little funny to share with you. So with this clip, Daniel Martin, also Uncle Daniel, shared this clip, of course, when he cut his hand, and I made a comment just I put some hearts up and then I did a second comment and just said, "You made me laugh when you said I can beat your face, but I can't cut a tomato." He actually acknowledged it. I said, "Oh my gosh." So hi Daniel, if you happen to ever find this channel, just know I love Megan, Harry, all of the Sussex. It's just Sussex positive over here, Doria. Okay, just saying. So in the heat of the moment of us enjoying season one, we find out the season two had already wrapped filming, and that name announced that it's coming out. Now, there were a lot of headlines out there you'll see in Trash Time that were indicating that this show was a flop. It was horrible, blah, 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 blah. You know how haters are. And many and squatties were trying to tell them, when you click and you view, even if you try to thumbs down or you do thumbs down, you viewed it. That's all that matters is a view. Okay, you don't like it, but these millions over here do. Okay, so the first rankings that came out, it showed. Now look at that. Even in the UK, it was number 6. So I'm just gonna and these are the first ratings coming out. It was within the top 10, and somebody was like, all the new shows are in the top 10 when they first. No, not all new shows are. Okay, because not everybody knows about those shows or really want to watch them. I'm just saying. All right. Anyway, Megan posted and had her own little announcement, and now it makes sense when season one, because we can now say season one ended, and the more to come. Yes. speaking about As Ever, as well as season two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Okay, because I had said, I think it was last week, might have been the week before, that I hope there's another season. Okay, put that in the atmosphere. See, you speak into the atmosphere, into the universe. Okay, manifestation. All right, anyway. This was her when she said, "Oh, I love ASMR," and then, if you're loving season one, just wait until you see the fun we cooked up on season two. Loving it, can't wait. All right, we're going to be talking about it also. Keep doing our victory laps. So Netflix wasted no time. It seems that people forget. I'll just throw this out here that Megan announced that they were in partnership. So of course you're going to film more than 8 episodes. Okay. Stock up. The haters are truly losing their minds over this, but I'm loving it. And it just says, this was part of the announcement from Netflix, just saying with love, Megan is whipping up season two. If you can't see that behind my. So, yeah. Can't wait. Can't wait. And so I just took screenshots being the gloaty one that I was. And this is the picture from her on set. So, just a reminder of what the Netflix CEO had said. The documentary we did on them is still one of our most watched documentaries of all time on Netflix, and huge, particularly in UK. Let's read that part again. And huge, particularly in the UK. Y'all hate watching and just driving the ratings up. Thank you from all of us who support them. Okay. Where people just devour everything about them. Y'all claim y'all don't like her, but y'all are bigger fans than even the squatties. All right. You may love them or hate them, but you're watching. That's what that last thing right there. You may love them or hate them, but you're watching. That's all that that cares about. That's why they had a you know, we don't even know the number of production, but they have a production contract. Okay. So we know that there's a film in the works, and at some point I look forward to that. That is of the book adaptation that was announced early on with the Netflix contract. So hmm maybe we'll see something with the binge. Who knows? I heard that the Together Cookbook is now resurging again in sales. Okay, we're just gonna kind of go with it there. hmm So, with Love Megan season one, lovely 8 episodes, Netflix. Season two is coming. hmm Three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, and on. Okay. Um, Megan was on the Drew Barrymore show. If you saw it, you might be able to catch it on, I would think, YouTube. I'm sure the channel probably, like the network that Drew is on has a YouTube channel. Usually they do. The hug that she exchanged with Megan was very endearing. It showed that there is a long-standing connection, friendship. She gave her a long hug. And of course, Drew Barrymore's pooch just took to Megan. You know how there was word how in the docuseries they talk about it, the corgis, the Queen's corgis, QE2. Let me just make that Queen Elizabeth II's, Harry's grandmother's dogs, the corgis, took to Megan. Harry was like, all the years that I had gone, been around them, and they never reacted the way they did until when they saw her. So she has that thing when it comes down to they can tell the genuineness of people. Mhm. So if someone's loving pooch reacts to you with a snarl and a growl, just understand they read you. Okay. So here's a collage that someone had put together. Thank you to the squatter that did it. I just saw it, snagged it, and wanted to share it with you all. Now, Jack in the Box took the opportunity, as any smart marketing would do. And so let me take my banner down so you can see. So on their IG, eat like royalty with my two tacos with love Jack in the Box. Okay. I fell out laughing when I happened to see this because I was like, "Are you serious?" Yes, very serious. So, um, there was even an article written about Jack in the Box unexpectedly responds to being name checked in Meghan Markle's, and let's correct, it's Meghan Sussex new show. So, it's just cute. Take advantage of that. I mean, I for one have never had Jack in the Box, probably never will, but um to those that enjoy it, there you go. All right. There you go. I wanted to the Megan effect impact. So this is a list of products that have been mentioned or food items that were mentioned on the different shows and the increase of search and or sales. So even for focaccia, it's like, really, y'all? Which I know, and even bruschetta, most people are learning how, like, oh, long-term squatties to know that Megan has always been a foodie. Now, again, this show is the Tig come to life in a sense, so I'm sure it's like a dream of hers. She may not have seen it come to fruition the way it did, but you know, here we are, and we're all very thankful for it. So, as we're still glowing and enjoying with Love Megan, as ever, the website is getting ready, y'all. They're showing the first initial products up, the jams. I'm just going to say the moment you see that email come across notification, you better go out to the website because I just hope their servers are ready for the traffic that will be hitting them. Because yeah, I already saw the cookies I want, um, the jam. Yeah. hmm Anything that says I see that says peach is probably going to be, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I bet VS Speaks bought. Yes, more than likely VS Speaks has bought it, and then we'll be tracking that package till it hits the door. But anyway, um, we have a lot to look forward to, and that's just the ones that we know about. Um, Harry's booked and busy as always, and so we're just loving. And there goes Kuja, giving her telling whoever's in the cul-de-sac to get lost. Okay. So jumping in, squatty corner, I don't have anything in particular. Let me just check. Lord. I need people to go about their Saturdays, not here around 11 and 12 o'clock. Um, okay, yeah. To all of you that love, you know, Kuja, there you go. Nothing in Squatty Corner in particular, just to continue to watch. Um, with Love Megan, sharing it out with family, friends, all that good glory stuff. And yeah, it's just a cool show. You see another aspect of her, and you could tell she's very comfortable in the kitchen. All right. Just reminder, there is still channel merch. There's even Trash Time merch, and still marching. The little train that could is still marching towards the 10K sub. So that's Kuja saying to all of you, you better get out there and share, and subscribe. Okay. Getting into pre-trash time. Baby the Ranger is extremely busy. So there's some snippets that I am going to share here. I've shared with channel members also. This one just took me out. I don't know if I shared this last week. Actually, I think I did share this on Tuesday, but it's fun to share again. So Baby the Ranger putting on a little disguise and just saying, me trying to sneak into Sussex Squad's online celebration. Don't judge. Why should they have all the fun? Yes. So, Baby Deranger is hilarious. So, someone actually said to Baby Deranger, and I thought it was hilarious, like, you really, oh, it was Glow. Glow was like, you really do encompass all the crazy that they say are sad and their thoughts into one concise tweet. So, thank you. It is true. It is very true. So, I had two posts, but for whatever reason, one will not, this other one won't pull in. So, but this was Baby Deranged early on the 7th. I think this is the 7th. Let me just take down my banner because I do have the date. Yeah, so it was just yesterday. So that'll tell you how people were crying for the last several days. How dare her show be in the top 10 in 50 countries? We were told she's irrelevant and no one would watch it. As usual, she's outshining, I guess that's supposed to be our real royals who can't generate any interest for their documentaries or concert. This is insufferable. His Majesty the King must remove all titles. So there was a whole discussion going on somebody's comment um, thread about removing the titles and just what that would imply. I saw something about KC3. I didn't even bother taking any information. Um, was it music? I don't think he did a podcast, but he released a list of music. I don't know, something. And I just was like, oh, please. Actually, that might help open the bowels. Maybe I should. Anyway, pre trash time. Let me keep on moving. Um, Hello, Beautiful had an article and just I saw some comments under Squatties and from Squatties, and I'll take a screenshot and we're gonna keep on moving. All right. So Meghan Markle's new Netflix cooking show, it's a lot more than cooking, but okay. Cooking show With Love Meghan has received dozens of hateful reviews. But are the negative critiques rooted in the belief black women don't deserve a soft life? I'm just giving it the pause that it needs. Okay, so there they say the hate for Meghan Markle's cooking show proves the world isn't ready for, and then it just goes on to say, black women having a soft life. Taking another sip. So I don't have the link to it, but if you care to go out to read it, feel free. Yeah, racism is alive and well, always has been, always will be, because you just can't seem to get rid of the root of the problem. Okay. Princess Sinky, I did share this with channel members. Like if you're new and don't know who Baby Deranger is, Baby Deranger encompasses all the Derangers and their tiers. And then, Sinky we should know because Sinky's part of the Archies. Yeah. If you know the chickens, you know the chickens. So, um, hear ye, hear ye. So, Her Royal Highness, excuse me, Princess Sinky wanted everyone to know that Her Royal Highness Princess Sinky of the Montecito, excuse me, royals, the only royals who matter, um, first of my name, defender of the palace of Prince Archie's chicken, and most stylish poultry royal of all time, hereby declares that henceforth the Duchess of Sussex shall be styled hashtag Megan Sussex. Okay, there you go. So that's even a hashtag that I'm seeing is picking up steam, Megan Sussex. So how she wishes to be called and is referred to and is legally. That's how it shall be. So I'm going to jump into comments really quickly. I know there's a whole lot. It only showed me 49, but I think I clicked over here and I'm going to just scroll up. Hey, Spottum, I just saw your name as I was scrolling up in the comments and I'm going to pick a spot and then work my way down and then we'll get over to. Mhm. trash time, which is what most of y'all are here for anyway. Um, let me see. Ooh, my boss. Good morning, VS Speaks. Good morning, fam. A glorious Saturday to all. I had dental surgery yesterday, so I'm unable to talk. Ooh, I'm sure your fingers are going to do a lot of the talking for you. Oh my, but I do hope you feel a lot better. Ooh, I'm not looking forward to it because I need to get a dental appointment scheduled for myself as well. See, her fingers are doing the walking because I can already see a couple of comments. So let me just see. Mrs. S says, my fingers are still working well. See, there we go. So I have been socking it to the stupid male and female ooh, who think that it's their right to shit on Meghan, Sussex's show, right? I'm sure you have been giving them the royal treatment, so to speak. And then she says, Mrs. S says the idiots are given an opinion and they say that they have not watched the show. Make it make sense. That part. They just hate to be hating because they thought that Harry should have married a white English rose. He married an American biracial that woman who was a self-made millionaire when she met him. Didn't need him for anything more than love. She didn't need him to get her Cummins up and all that other stuff that, others were trying to build acting careers, marketing careers. Anyway, we're not even in trash time. Let me not start dragging. All right. Lorna is saying, Mrs. Sessa, the Ranger sheep will always fall off the cliff they built for themselves. Yeah. You know, hey, Navi, how are you? They dig that hole. And they wind up falling into it. And Lord, they have fallen into the biggest one that they have. Hello, Rosanna. Happy Sabbath to you as well. Cookies and cream. My manager is here as well. Ooh, 2 weekends in a row. I better watch myself, Marsh. Whew. Let me see. Marshar saying she's out and about. Your husband's shopping for new tools and you're bored. God bless you, Marshar. God bless you. Hey, Black Queen. How are you? All right, Hindu. Thank you for being here. Mwah to you. Let me see. Da, 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 da. I'm just scrolling through. Jonas saying yes, Marshar. Our guys love tools while we are bored. I guess they feel the same when we're shopping for clothes. Wendy said it's a woman's world. Meghan winning season. Yes, having the love, encouragement, respect from a spouse is, everything. And many of us joke about our spouses, yeah, but when you look around, wouldn't give them up, just would not give them up. And to see Harry, in the last episode, if you've watched, and the beautiful tribute even to Guy, it just was sweet. So, Paula and Mama Mia are going to enjoy getting all to themselves, being that Guy's not there to compete for, having things split out 3 ways. Um, Jonah saying Prince Harry said he feels sorry for those trolls, haters. I don't feel sorry for them, me either. I'm happy for them, enjoying, the hey, it's self-inflicted from what I see. You don't even know her personally in the aspect of, um, we heard what was that? How many years ago they signed the contract with Netflix, and then we heard that they were letting them go, and we hear it every year thereafter. But the news that we heard just weeks ago that Megan's in partnership with Netflix. So, mhm, not just having the contract, but they're in partnership. So, I would say that all those insiders and sources were all just hot air blown out of the UK palaces, in my opinion. Okay. Little Mac, how are you, Black Queen? Meghan is swimming in victory. Yes. Yes, she is. Lorna, some egg on their face. How about a whole carton? Yes. Well, they are all eating big slices of warm chocolate pie made especially for them. Hmm. Some good old steamers mixed in there. Oh, Marshar. Let me see. Marshar say, "Hey, Joan. Oh, yes. When I go shopping, I leave his butt at home, child. Just mm. Forget about if you have to go out together for household. Oh, let's look at this. If it's furniture or. So, do you like this? Try this. If it's a new bed, something like that, dining set, or. Oh, after so many years, you said, let's get toilets and stuff. It's just fun times in those stores. Jeez. Um, let me see. Mrs. S says those pots ain't cheap. So kudos to squatties who are supporting our gal. Yeah, but she's not yet in contract. I'm sure there's going to be, yeah, some. I see it. Some contracts coming down the way. Um, because yeah, she doesn't even have any um, you know, ad contract with them. But yeah, they are. Those products are truly jumping off the shelf, so to speak. And I looked at the price. I was like, whoa. I expect to spend, 300 or so for an entire set of pots and pans because I'm not, the cook of the year and always in the kitchen. But for one, and that's just like one of the cheaper ones. I saw that it was even $700, just depending on, or $800 depending on the size. I'm like, woo, it must be nice to have that type. Yes, to all the squatties that can support that way, thank you. Even the haters out there, because I'm sure some of you went to buy them just so you can talk trash about that company who truly is not in contract with Megan. She just likes it. And Mindy was talking about it. Okay. Let me see. I gotta pause because I got a cough. Hold on. Okay. Black Queen, yes. Women's Day is every day. We run this mother trucker. Okay, I'm gonna start that because that would probably be my last comment. Yeah, when I go to end the live. So Jonas A. Marshall, that's right, because we can shop and window shop all day for clothes, accessories, etc. I used to do that when I was younger. It was a day. We would go to the mall, leave the house, and go to the mall and be there all day. Have lunch, sometimes even have dinner. Like, yeah. Um, mhm. Way back in the day when you thought nothing of just, oh, my whole check, I'm just shopping away. No cares in the world. Hey, the Bud Files, how are you? Uh-oh, got a cough again. All right, let me take a sip of my tea. This is not nice. I haven't even got to trash time yet. Let me see. There you go, Grace. It never rains in Southern California. Yeah. It never rains in Southern California. It is now. It is. Yeah, it is now. But Black Queen, may their souls all rest in peace. Their legacies will live on always. Yes, very much so. Very, very, very much so. Um, Hi, sis Hilda, if you're out there listening from the clouds. I chatted with her a little bit today, this morning on IG. Let me come on down. Hi, Faith. Hi, everybody. So please don't get mad if I don't shout out your name. You know how it is. Hi, Lola. My older eyes see and don't see sometimes, but Lord, I was going to say I'll hear, but I have I have like one ear that works. So, all right. Anyway, Mrs. S, I just wanted to be let loose in that garden. Okay, I think a lot of us just give us like a few minutes to go in. I can't even say that I would pick anything. I just want to walk around and just absorb some of that energy because it's just good energy in there. Like I said, I'm not a cook, so, but I would like to take a few items Megan, what would you think of course, lavender, yes, I would need lots of that to go home with, but other than that, the veggies, yeah, you know, if you had that at your disposal, okay, it's dinner time. Let me go out and see what speaks to me to fix for dinner. Can you imagine? Phew. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Little Max says many of the film crew, including the producers, are back for season two. So clearly, Megan is not a dictator in heels like those arrangers and fake news stories were trying to convince us. I mean, hello, did we hear any of that type of crap about her being a dictator on any of the movies, TV show, like the TV movies and or the movie set and her suit set at all? No. Those people surround and protect. Even when she, deal or no deal, the co-hostesses, as well as Howie Mandel, even said how quiet and personable and etc. So they all, the UK royals and media, their mouthpieces, try to reset and rewrite the history of Meghan. And thankfully, she was so well known, maybe not to those um, carnivores, I'll say, in a nice way, because I'm not in trash time. I'm going to try to watch myself. That, they couldn't destroy her that way. But they tried the character assassination. And there's no pun in that. Okay. Mrs. Essay gave Revolution claim that they did not watch Idiots at the. Well, I mean, you didn't watch it, but you don't like it. Okay, that makes no sense. Anyone like that, you just walk away. You roll your eyes. There's a perfect meme I need to, or GIF that I need to, with a guy. You probably have seen it. He can roll his eyes like nobody's business. He kind of shifts his head to the side and rolls, and then turns his head, yes, and walks away. That's all we got to say. Oh, gave. Oh, okay, gave reviews. Okay. I'm sure most of us. Okay. Kay is saying, but King Charles has a music streamer coming on Apple Monday, March 10th. He says it's to bring people joy. Oh, yeah. Once Megan has done something, the rest of it, it's hilarious to watch the Royal Rhoda run. Well, and the whole, oh, she copied off of, I'm going to have to get into, I'm going to star this so I know. I'm going to get into trash time and then come back into comments. You know that? Because it's already almost an hour. I'm sure y'all are sick of hearing my voice. So I'm gonna I starred that comment so I know where to come. Oh my goodness, y'all been busy over here. All right. Oh, let me even do this before. Okay, so no, hi to you in South Africa. Thank you so much for dropping a comment even before the stream. So, Mamo, to you also. Happy Saturday to you. Time differences. I appreciate everybody that is in here, and the time is much different. Woof, than here on the. Lorna gave a little hint to anyone looking for dried flower sprinkles. Don't buy them. Grow and dry yourself. Most of the herbs that you grow, and let the flower do it as long as you do not or have not sprayed them with pesticides. Yes, that's a little tip, but as ever website will have flowered sprinkles. Okay, I'm just saying. I would at least say treat yourself and support Megan, and then do them yourself if you can at home. All right, there we go. All right, now for the comments, Joan, thank you for 29 months of membership. I'm here for Harry and Meghan, trash time, and you singing to us. You're one of the rare ones that probably enjoy my singing. My husband says that y'all say that to make me feel good, but y'all don't really mean it. But thank you. Thank you, Joan. Because usually when all new members come in, you do say that to them. And she sings to us. So I appreciate that. Patty, thank you for 36 months of membership. It's been 3 years. Love our Saturdays together. Oh, thank you. I miss y'all when I'm not around, but Oh, and look, Sis Hilda. Thank you for 36 months of membership, sis. Love you, sis. Thank you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, and I have this comment. Yes, so I know where to come back into when I get finished with trash time. All right. So let me get to my marker here. Get ready, y'all.
It's your favorite time. Trash time! Trash time! Trash time!
So, mhm, headlines, etc., have been out there. Haters coming at every direction. You know, they try to go at anybody that affiliates in any way with Harry and or, but more importantly with Meghan. And so I saw these headlines and I just wanted to share quickly. There's several items in this trash time today, so it's not going to be that quick. But so Mindy Kaling reacts to TikTok analyzing her appearance on the show. And it's like, you know, she reacts to mixed reviews of Meghan Markle's show appearance. So y'all trying it with one of the women of color that were on the show, but you're trying it, eh? Hmm. She shouldn't have to speak on her appearance. She was there, dressed accordingly for either the garden party or when she first arrived, and it's just typical crap ass comments from people who have nothing better to do in life. Okay. Looking at some others that just make me chuckle. Because when I scroll down the page, it says, "What are folks saying?" So, of course, what's wrong with Meghan Markle's Netflix series? And, you know, her show is proof that she should have been allowed to stick to being a royal. And then Meghan show is big danger of being canceled. So, you see who the channels are, etc. Not giving them any particular voicing it, so you'll have to watch to see. But they all have shit on their faces today. Woo! It's in danger of being canceled. Mm. So you all are so busy running this hate campaign, smear campaign, that you forgot that it was even announced that they're in partnership. So what cancel are you talking about? Someone had said, well, they're under contract, so of course there was going to be a season two. There's no guarantee that there's going to be any particular show that would have a second season. They saw those ratings and they knew, oh, we have to do this. I guarantee you that with the partnership, when there she was telling us there's so much in line, there's so much that's coming down the pike. They're good. Megan is good. Y'all don't worry about y'all insiders and all that other shit because y'all are wrong, 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 wrong. Here goes the Guardian. I wish the person had grabbed the screenshot. I just refuse to give them a click because it's just middle finger to the media over there. So, kiss the Netflix deal goodbye. With Love, Megan is so pointless. It might be the Sussex's last TV show. I'm loving and I'm sharing these headlines because these mother truckers deserve to be called out for their smear campaign. Oh, they just writing it. Oh, it's just gonna end and this and that. Even if it was one season, doesn't mean that that's a failure. Again, there's other productions that they have in, coming down the pipeline. I'm waiting for the movie adaptation of the book that I cannot remember the name. I know there will be a squatty that will drop it in the chat, several of you. So I thank you in advance. But we all know that is happening. It's coming. Okay. So it didn't just stop there. um, a JR, I'll take down the banner. JR, you see his name at the bottom there. Meghan Markle show labeled Duchess of Flops and Ratings Disaster. If only JR and all the other mouthpieces of the royal family, because they say they're royal experts, and those are the ones that usually have the inside and part of the rota. Had waited just another 24 hours before they let out their headlines, they wouldn't look like the biggest effing fools in the world right now. because with the news of the second season wrapping and coming out in the fall, you all are the biggest jackasses. So kudos for letting the world know that you're not a trusted source. None of you are trusted sources. You buffoons. Okay. I'm glad that's the word that came out. All right. So Wusa. I'm just loving. I just had to share. um, and here's some others that were just saying, of course, when the news broke, shock call on future of Megan's lifestyle show. A shock for you, maybe because you're a hater, Daily Beast, and Page Six, whatever. Despite criticism, they renewed for season two because the criticism is coming out of the asses of haters, and they don't really want to hear from the tootie boots over there that are leading the smear and hate campaign that is well documented. Mhm. We see what is going on. The world sees what's going on. Mhm. Keep talking out your asses over there. Now, this one made me laugh. Pamela Anderson's camp breaks silence on claims Meghan Markle copied. I guess she has some show. Didn't know it. Don't give two hoots. But I just laughed and was like, huh? Copy Pamela Anderson. I could go places with that, but I'm just not. Okay. There's nothing to copy. Megan is one of a kind. Pam Anderson is one of a kind. Martha Stewart was her. If you were a follower of the TIG, you know that this show with Love Megan is the TIG on just come to life. It's off of a website. It's now on either TV, computer, wherever you're streaming and you watch it. So yeah. hmm mm. And then the BBC. I was like, oh, I'm sure it just pained y'all to put this out there. And there are some trolls that jumped on to this, but Megan's. Oh, you just not even gonna say her last name. Megan's new Netflix show renewed for second series. So second season, yes. Get your lives. You were all torn up. So now. I just have to laugh because they're always writing, their shady ass headlines and this and that, irrelevant royals and blah 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 blah. But here we are. I thought no one cared over in the UK what happens outside of the squatties, what happens with them and all. I mean, they have high views in the UK. I showed that. Yeah. hmm As well as other countries too. So yeah. hmm And just think that, we know that there would have been big ratings anyway, but with the haters jumping on the bandwagon, aka fans, you never squatties, but fans. So I have Kaiser celeb bitchy here, but because, referring to the male, actually, it's totally fine for Duchess Meghan to use Sussex as surname. I mean, that is her styling, that is the name given. So, here in the United States of America, for however long that may be, um, she has her name as she has her name, and she made it very clear. Even listening to it the 5 million times that I have, yeah, her tone was very clear. Oh, no, no, no. It's Sussex. Oh, okay. I'm sure that made some people cry and rip down their blinds. No, Anyway. Mm. So, like, they have to give approval that she can use the name that, Megan, Duchess of Sussex. Hello. Like, what's wrong with that? Oh, okay. Just saying. All right. Um, I had to put this here because Sway, yeah, this is the only place that they belong. Sway absent, KC3, his Khan, and everybody else in the UK. Okay, so Love Bitchy had this, and I cracked up. Someone's mad that Duchess Meghan referred to Daniel Martin as Uncle Daniel. The bolding heir, I'm sure, but I doubt he gives two shits, but that's okay because we know that Prince Archie and Princess Elizabeth are well loved by the family that is around them. Okay. Not the ones that are over there and didn't even want to acknowledge when they were born. All right. Anyway, I saw this and had to chuckle because I was like, I don't even know what stunt they did per se as to see pictures. I just saw this screenshot out on X and was like, oh, I'll share it. They're boring just in how they labeled it. I'm like, oh, we're mad because they haven't been out enough. We're mad at them or something over there in the UK. Anyway, boring Kate Middleton. Ooh, somebody is mad using her surname. Okay. And Prince William risk very future of monarchy with quote pointless stunt. Ooh, what did they do? Oh, they tried their hand at cake making. Mm, during a trip to Wales. You really should stay out of Wales, but I'm just going to leave that alone. They don't want cha. Learn to speak their native tongue, that it actually makes sense when the words come out of your mouth. Because mumbles, okay. Because I know I'm going to see a comment about, what is it, McMumbles broomstick or something? And forgive me, cookies and cream, but the way you put it, I just laugh whenever I read the comment. But anyway, yeah, the happy couple. That's as much as they get from me, how I feel about them. But Netflix is not playing around with the trolls of any sort. You play their content, they're coming for you. And I say, bravo, bravo. Any of the content creators on this particular platform should already know the community guidelines. And when you share the content of others, you do leave yourself open to get a good old community strike and or your channel yanked, but for good. Okay? So the one whose name is up at the top with the blue check, I'm not mentioning it, um, but was mad saying Meghan Markle and Netflix are going after YouTubers. No, let's be clear. It is the right of Netflix. It is their content, and you can't just play and claim that, oh, I'm giving my review and sit there and play a whole episode. You are actually reuse content. Netflix will, YouTube will snatch channels quick for that. Okay. I get the little tap on the shoulder, as I explained with the intro. The reason why you don't see the other intro is because the music that was copyright free is no longer copyright free. And so, there would be a revenue sharing, or it wouldn't be able to be, the entire stream would not be able to be monetized. So, I had to take it off, and it's only recently because I think it was the last 5 or 6 live streams I did. I had to go in and change the music on it, and so yeah, it is a chance we take, but it can happen. Now that was just a little, just community guidelines. This is just to let you know it's not a strike. Strikes are the bad, bad, bad. hmm And some they give you a little bit of a, we'll give you this one, we'll give you another one, and maybe on the third one we'll. Some are just, it's gone. And usually when you're doing and sharing networks, bye bye, gotta go. Uh huh. Some of y'all who have lived off of having millions or hundreds of millions of, or thousands of subscribers and pushing out the hate content. And that's how you were making your living, pushing out that hate content. All of us in the squad had said your day will come. hmm hmm And your day has come. Now, someone who learned that lesson real quickly, um, Writes for Variety. hmm So Variety had the writer of Variety who did um, the latest article on With Love Megan, and there is his name at the bottom. Uh-huh. He had been um, tweeting, and it's very freaky and creepy about Lilibet, and so people are giving him the biggest like, "What the is going on with you, you creep?" So he's privated his account, protected it is what they call it, but privated his account so that you would have to be a follower, blah 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 blah. So if you look in the top left corner, you'll see where, yeah, one is shouting him out and just saying, after um, exposing, the ish that he's doing, and then tagging Variety and just saying, like, you allow this person who had these certain questionable tweets, very questionable tweets about Lilibet from the time that she was born up through now to do a review on Megan's show. Like, what kind of publication are you? So one of the squatties just, I saw this and was just like, okay, what, and just what they had said, like, oh, something to the fact of, sure, is it something that we said or was it what you said? And then I saw this. This particular squatty or any of the others, when I see, come outside, we're not going to jump you, I hollered because I was like, oh, this person has said or done something. Then I went down the rabbit hole and was just like, oh, that's what you were up to? Oh, okay. So a squatty basically was like, boom, let me just let you know. Um, Variety. Um, what are y'all doing? What's going on here? And we need some answers. So yeah, go and protect. They want Megan to stand in their bullshit that they push at her and have slapped her upside for the last um, almost 8 years, right? They can't take the heat but for a few seconds. We've got to private my account, got to, take my account down, got to do this and that. And they don't even get half the heat that, they've given over the time. But, you know, really, you should stand in it if you're willing to shove it at others. Okay. The BBC article, you remember I had said when they announced about the second season. So this individual, are people really clamoring for more of this now? This morning I had some time because my husband left. It had to be before 5 o'clock this morning to go racing. So I had some time. I'm up earlier than I'd expected some aspect. Um, and so I was like, okay, let me go in and look. And then as I was going to respond, I always pause myself because the blue checks want the engagement because they get. I wasn't going to give this one, but I happened to go to their profile to look. Oh, you are a TV writer on call, Amazon Prime, High Town Stars, you know. And let me take my banner down for a second. And look who follows them. Now, if you know Pam Grier, you know who Pam Grier is. Hopefully, one day she will think twice and stop following that individual. But, you work in the field. Don't you ever think of coming and wanting to work on a show involving Megan, because Squatty's going to make sure that it's well known across the board. Okay. People clamoring for more of this. Of course we are. You hateful bitch. Okay. Anyway, we're going to do this. We're going to give them, you know, some tissue for the derangers out there. But we're also just stepping back and letting the lady in black handle them because they are going to be handled. Going to be handled just as nicely. My middle finger energy is up for them, as well as I'm going to give them this is the hearty laugh at their tears that I am giving them today and every day henceforth. That's the laugh that they deserve. Every time you read something, they say something crazy, they're whining and crying, why. Y'all are helping to bless her even more. Her ancestors said, "Oh, really? You want to do what now? Uh-huh. We're going to show you how we bless our own." Okay, we keep telling you to leave her alone, but y'all don't want to listen. So I'm going to read this. This is my closer, but I'm going to jump into the comments. I thought it was funny. It has some colorful language, so I'll just, all right. You there, this goes out to the derangers, haters, and everybody else. You there, F off. And when you get there, F off from there too. Then F off some more. Keep effing off until you get back here. Then F off again. Okay. That's to all the derangers, haters, anybody trying to leave crazy comments under the F off. Okay. Now, let me jump into the comments. I see that I have quite a few. Ooh. Um, yeah, them I'm sure that there would have been headlines. Now, imagine if Meghan's show was delayed again for some bullshit, was delayed. And then when she said about joy, bringing joy, it's not about perfection, it's about joy. And then they would have been saying, oh, she was copying off of him. Mm. KC3, I don't know if you've ever brought joy to anybody. Okay, I'm just going to say. But let me get to this comment, and I'll know that this is my marker to come down in the comments. So hang out with y'all. It's already over an hour. I guess we're going to go an hour and a half. Connie Palmer! Hello to you. All right. Um, Let me see something. Joan is saying, Little Mac, did you see photos of the Netflix crew eating Megan's dishes? She has it on her ASMR also when they're biting into that chicken, which is very crispy. Okay. Um, yeah. They had that sandwich that she made. I think his name is Michael. Um, she made him when she made her avocado toast, and she made him. It was bacon with the egg. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he bit into that. Okay. They are loving it. You could tell that she treats them well. Um, she doesn't have airs about her. She never has. So I don't. Okay. Black Queen says we want at least 12 episodes in season two. Sure. I think for that day I may schedule a day off just to be able to truly absorb because we have to watch so many times, some of us. We can listen to it while we're working, but I like to look up, see what's happening. She's chopping up and talking to who is she talking to. Um, I saw a lot of commentary by derangers that were saying that's why they got the F off, but we're saying that she's an ego maniac, like egotistical. With Love Megan's the name of the show. You idiots, mother truckers, I'll just say that. Mother cluckers for others. It's her show. We've known it. I'm not sure why you're saying she's egotistical. Are you saying that about Martha Stewart and every other person, female, that has a show on TV, whether it's cooking or not? Okay. Um, in any type of show, even if it's a TV series. Okay. Then they're saying, it's all about her. Oh my God. She's standing there having a conversation. Okay. She's having conversation. It's interactive. Oh Lord, I'm like these people are nutsies. The haters are just nutsies. But yes, I hope it's 12 seasons, 12 episodes for season 2, and then it just keeps growing with, each season that we are blessed with. Okay. Coming down. Hey Tier, how are you? Let me see. Tier Joan Garcia, they tore into that Korean fried chicken. Truly made me want some right there on the spot. Right there on the spot. Hmm. Mm. Mrs. S is Connie Bomber. Hey sis, I can't eat right now, but I'm drooling all at all the things Megan made. As soon as my mouth is better, I will make the one pot pasta first. Okay. Yeah, there's several on X that have posted their pictures showing that they have made it, and I'm a little jealous, but I'm gonna have to try it myself. Whew, Lord help me, because that's just not my thing of cooking. Mm. Joyce A says, God is in the details. Megan is anointed. God makes a way for Megan. Don't you people see? So the haters have scales on their eyes, and they need to find out what happens to those type of folks in the Bible. I guess they don't read. Joan says, here, I thought I saw one guy with 3 plates to himself. You imagine how much she cooks? Now, mind you, we all do remember that for the Together book cookbook launch, and you remember Harry and his little he was just going to take some samosas with him and got caught by the camera people. Yeah, that was hilarious. So, mhm. That film crew's like, yes. I mean, those that help, I guess, like her, somewhat of her sous chefs or the assistants at work, and they were standing back there with big smiles and like, mm-hmm. Um, and again, no leaks. Okay. No leaks out of Montecito. That speaks more volumes than any of the bullshit headlines that come out from the UK. All right. Ooh, let me plug in my computer. I had it unplugged and now it's saying low battery. Wouldn't that be funny? Mm. Okay. Claudia says Megan Sussex is keeping her foot on the hater's neck with her success. Yes. She's just going about living life and they're losing their minds that she's going about living her life, that she can walk out of her spatial home, because home is filled with love, okay? Home into her yard and into her garden, or she goes out each day because we know, because she has said it and we've seen it several times in their docu-series as well when she's feeding the chicks. And her saying to the chicken, that shows, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean, to interrupt, because she said she was about to lay. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Okay. Some folks, and I've even taken mental notes, it may become a necessity to have our own little farm. Ooh. But should we get chickens, how to feed them, not just grain, and then you'll get those beautiful yolks? Yes, okay. Um, Wendy L. Megan Sussex, her name is driving the Deranger unhinged, yes. And therefore, that's how she shall henceforth be referred to. Mhm. Get that hashtag going. Oh, and if you're on any of the social medias and you see the crazy hashtags about Megan from the Derangers, just mark it as however, because there's different options. But usually spam is a good one or hateful. We know who runs the X app, so usually that ain't going to say much as well as the other ones, but at least we know on IG she has the peace of mind of posting what she wants and she doesn't have to deal with any of the crazy hateful comments. Hmm. Tier says Megan needs to put out another cookbook. That was mentioned several times throughout season 1. Hmm. And I was like, yes, yes. Hopefully, she chuckled, I think, the second time we heard it. Um, so it may be something that's in the works. Who knows? It would sell millions. Because we squatties would buy like crazy. Okay. Cookies and Cream says, everyone, please go on IMD and Rotten Tomatoes and give Megan shows a good rating. Oh, there you go. Thank you, because I hadn't even thought of that. And so let me do my little searchy. Here we go. I'm on my IMDb. Okay. We're going to go here, and it has the ratings and reviews and where to watch. Okay. I'm just going to open a link. And then I'm going to come back over here and do my other. And you said Rotten Tomatoes. Okay. We're going to bring that up. And I'm going to open the link for that. Okay. So when I get off my live stream, I'll do that rating. There you go. Thank you for that, Cookies and Cream. See, my manager's thinking of these things. Best manager out there. Ooh, my stomach just growled. Ooh, it's time for me to. Now, mind you, I had 2 Eggos this morning. And it's what, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and my stomach is saying, and that was around 9 o'clock, and my stomach just growled. I really must calm myself down. Claudia is saying the dog went and sat beside Megan. Okay. Yeah, jumped on the couch on Drew's show. And I was just like, oh my gosh, she truly has that. Yeah. And it wasn't like she was like, oh, but we know when they went to Ireland, her and Harry, right after they were married. Remember the dogs there? Yeah. I think it was the Prime Minister. I want to say that was who they stayed and they had greeted. So Compton Callie said, is this real VS? I'm not sure which one you're referring to, but okay. You'll remind me. Miss Viv, to you. How are you? I'm way behind in comments, like an hour. So let me move through these quickly. I'm probably gonna have to skip through a lot. So let me see. Oh, let me say this before I even read Lorna's comment. So there's this big controversy, and I say this with the biggest smile on my face and eyes rolling in my head. Controversy that chefs do not wear white. This is so phony. She's not really doing. Um, okay. If y'all who probably don't go near a kitchen think that, all right, we'll just let you have that. Now I'm going to read this. So Lorna's saying, on a cooking show, there are 2 kitchens: front kitchen for film production, back kitchen for producing multiple dishes of one recipe, one for timing, and another as backup for filming. Exactly. Because when she did the focaccia, remember she said that she had already made one, so that it could go in the oven and to save time. Obviously, if something has to chill for 20 to 30 minutes, you're going to have already prepared. And a lot of them, if you watched, Food Network for any length of time or any of the shows on there, yes, they'll always usually pull out and be show that they had something there. So yes, 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 yes. All right. So Grace is saying Etsy will probably call them up. Megan gave name check them and don't knock Jack in the Box. Listen, I just haven't had them. I think I've told y'all why I haven't had them, so I just have not had them. Um, but anyway, I take y'all word for it. So Marshar saying we call Jack in the Box Jack in the Crack. I don't know why. Well, allegedly, yeah, I've heard a lot about their tacos, saying they're really good. I take all y'all word for it. Okay. This is as Gwen D. I will try to eat by tomorrow. Oh, okay. I'm okay with pain, but I'm following the surgeon's instruction. My tooth broke way into the gums, so it had to be surgically removed. Yipes. Ooh, the pain. Ooh, and there's a second growl from my stomach 4 minutes later. Oh, hello, Melissa Rivers. Is this the Miss Melissa Rivers? Mm, I'll be nice. Okay. My dog, my dog heard your dog barking on my phone and started barking too. um, That does happen with Kuja a lot. I mean, her name is Bella, but because of how she sounds, she was nicknamed by the squatties as Kuja. Woo, Hattie. Baby Deranger has been on one. Oh, yes. But I mean, henceforth the Derangers have been on one. So, thank you, sis, for liking and sharing me out. I so appreciate it. Um, Compton Cali, Baby Deranger need a diaper change, show. Baby Deranger needs a whole lot of hugs and burps. Okay, just pat that back a little harder than normal, but yes. Whoa, Wendy L. Since January, Harry and Meghan dominating the news cycle 24/7. W and K can't keep up. Left in the dust, and even the UK media ignoring the boring leftover recycled royals. Well, I mean, those two over there in the UK don't like to work. And it's just an oxymoron to even put that moniker of working royals because they don't work. Okay. Mm. Unless you mean work at, never mind. Okay. So, um, Gwen says the pale women have lost their minds. Hilarious. Oh, and I, Special K had tweeted out that I think it was Special K that Gummy was gumming, and I screamed. I didn't even bother going to look to see what Gummy had said, but you know who that is. Okay. I mean, they all just, choke on their tears, but hey, it is what it is. So Gwen is saying pegging William and clueless Kate are boring as hell. Who cares about them? Well, I mean, I don't know. Because not even their own media. Mm. Lakivia, how are you? Well, to you. Thank you for the kind comments that you have been leaving. Let me see. Gwen, Charles is full of bullshit. Well, you said BS, but I just said it out loud for everybody to. I'm going to be way behind in these comments. Let me pick it up because it's almost an hour and a half. All right. Little Mac, KC3 create a playlist of favorite songs. We know his type of music now. I'm sure Kendrick Lamar isn't on there. Not even, Angie Stone or anybody, Temptations, please, whatever. Isn't that what Obama does every year? That family is so unoriginal. But at least Obama's, we do want to listen to his. Uh, KC3, whatever. He thinks it's going to bring joy. I mean, I'm not knocking classical music at all. I enjoy it from time to time. I don't even see KC3 listening to jazz. Mm. But if he can listen to that wife's voice, then I'm sure, anything for him, he considers a joy because, anyway. Wendy, Harry and Meghan, global phenomenon. While Slumlord Will and Doolittle Kate stuck on Salty Island. That's exactly where they want to be, and they think they are the best of the best. Mhm. Oh my gosh. Joyce A. Oh my gosh. Don't forget we took Markle to the cemetery and buried it. Oh yes. Oh yes. Lakivia says I'm in love with love Megan. Yes. I think we all are. Uh-huh. That part there, Gwen, the blue dress Megan wore at the last of the show is beautiful. Yes. Like her. It had that goddess feel to it. If she had been in a boyfriend shirt, folks would have known because that's the one for squatties we understand when we see Megan in the boyfriend shirt. Okay. Tier, everything that awful family accused Megan of doing now, Charles want to showcase his fourth his 14th century music. Yeah. I mean, I don't, you know, my wedding procession was, canon in D. So I don't knock. I had a string quartet playing prior to the ceremony starting. I'm just one of them crazy black women. But it was a moment with my mom and I at a wedding show, and they were playing, and I'm like, "That's it? Okay." And I'm having that, and that's what I walked in on. So, hey. And my one cousin, she had me in tears when she came up to me later and was like, "I'm thinking that there was a DJ in the back playing playing the music." And she said it took me a while before I realized that it was an actual string quartet. She was like, "A hero." I'm like, "Oh Lord." But you know, I can get it. He can share his music. It's funny he decided now to share his music, but yet won't share, the diagnosis that he had to even inspire those, or the treatments he was having to inspire those that are, you know, struggling with cancer, that it could have given a little encouragement to. I mean, I know I'm going to see comments to be like, well, he wasn't really sick. I mean, that's probably why he didn't say any of what I needed to say. Let me see. Joyce V. Meghan has been Sussex for 7 years, yes, but she had to let folks know, you know, and I'm glad it's her platform that she was able to say it. hmm And so we shall all there, like, you know, Her Royal Highness Princess Sinky said, henceforth shall be referring to her as Meghan Sussex, a name that her crazy ass older half sibling will not be able to change to and then try to keep suing her. Okay, I'm just saying. Anyway, and I'm shocked I haven't seen any headline. I haven't really been looking that the paternal unit hasn't been crying over or hasn't shown up on some news overseas, one of their morning shows, crying that his daughter has done away with her last name. But isn't that what most daughters do when they marry? Hmm. She used her maiden as her professional name, so cut it out. I better not even see any. All right. Hello, Elaine S. How are you? Elaine P., I hope you are feeling better. I have not seen your name in the chat, but I do hope at some point I'll see you drop a comment along the way. Let me see you. Elaine S. says, greetings all. Meghan has rocked the Windsors and they are terrified, y'all. When she told the one to get his finger out of her face, he should have known, ooh, this is not one. Yes. The reckoning has arrived at y'all doorsteps. Y'all usually probably get away with that before. She's a real woman. She was not having that. You know, all the ones that curtsy to y'all out of habit and have been raised to would dare not ever say that. Honey, please. Wendy L., what are the haters going to do when With Love Megan gets renewed over and over again? What would be their BS excuses then? I don't know. I will share them with you when it occurs. But woo! All right, I'm skipping through quite a bit of the comments. Karen M., hello. Y'all know how I do when I see names. I just okay. En Le Quis now I butcher names, but Le Creuset pots ain't cheap, but they last a lifetime. Speaking from experience, yes, they are. There is no doubt about the quality, none. And those that are foodies and foodies to the extent of loving to cook, if you're able to invest in, have your long lasting cookware. Hopefully, we'll see some of that coming up on As Ever website. And I have been looking to, because spring is around the corner. Oh, okay. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, let me see. Marshar, you're trying to have us truly be broke. All right, let's see. I would love to have that William and Sonoma pan Megan had, but if I ever get one or got one, it's going in my coffin when I'm dead. See why I laughed and I thought I was going to be able to contain it when I read it again? Yeah. Marsha's like, I'm taking that with me. Okay, it's gonna be in my instructions. Whew. Okay. Cynthia VS, don't the Karens know that most cheap cookware are no good? It is best to buy one good one that will last years. You're asking if the unwashed folk who barely have good drinking water that they're gonna be buying some good cookware. Come on now. Mhm. They might try now, trying to keep up with the Sussexes, but who knows? All right, I'm going to skip through a lot, so please do not be upset. If it's something important, please drop it again. Hey, Divine Southern, how are you? All right. Ooh, Educate, how are you? I see you dropped a little love on me. All right, let me acknowledge this because I'm coming to scrolling and I'm still way behind. So y'all have me for another 29 minutes because that'll be 2 hours. And I have not done 2 hour live in a long time. Okay, long time. All right. So Educate, thank you so much for the super sticker. Um, to you. Ooh, and that's right. I was supposed to do this. Let me go on this side. 1 second, please. Let me go and see if it stopped on its own, which it probably did. Oh no. Let me end the poll. Okay, so I need to bring that up. Need to look at. Oh God Almighty, where did it go? This is my first time doing a poll. All right. Let me just address the poll. How many times have you watched With Love, Megan? And thank you to all who have participated. So 39% of you said 4 times and still watching. 23% said 2 times. 20% said 1 time, and then 16% said 3 times. So 193 votes. Thank you so much for participating. I feel special. I finally remembered to do a poll or something to engage a little bit more with y'all. So I'm going to try to loop that in a little bit more. You know, my goals, that's like, if you donate within, I think, the color group of whatever is picked, super stickers, etc., that, I did one, I think it was last week or the week before. I was challenging everybody. I would do a live. I happen to do one anyway, but all right. Educate. Thank you for the love that you've dropped on me. May it be returned to you 1,000,000,000 times over. And this is for you.
You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me.
Um, Thank you again. Um, oh, and Megan, Duchess of Sussex, IG, she has posted again. Happy International Women's Day. All right, so you all, when this ends, you can go out and see what she says and any joy that she's sharing out there. All right. Thank you to Educate for the love there. Let me find it in the chat. Okay, now I'm going to keep on scrolling. Oh, Lord. Why did I see this comment? And how did I know that someone was going to tell me this was going to be it? Okay, so Wendy L. Charles' playlist has reggae and Afro beats, cosplaying black people and culture for relevance. So damn predictable, Lord. Mm, I'm just gonna let that go. Mm, 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 mm. I'm just gonna let that go. TT Carter, how are you? You woke up in time for trash time. Lola saying, ES, a prophetess, or Elaine S. A prophetess on YouTube said that Buckingham Palace will face many problems in future surrounding King Charles. Bravo. Woo! I don't know. What are we supposed to say about that? They brought it on themselves. Okay. Elaine S. is saying there are a number of bots that fuel the hate. Meghan is too strong for them, and this scares them to death. Well, you know, because she's not caged anymore and does have freedom of autonomy now. Um, yeah, because they were ready to, they nearly had her take herself out of here. Yeah. Um, Joan, that is a good one. VS, I feel Netflix is publicly saying to haters, na 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 na, hey. I'll just add this piece. This is me. F you. Okay. There you go. So F off. You know that F off that I did? Yeah, you can say that. Na 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 na. Yeah, all right. Mm-hmm. Woo! Mrs. S says they look like the biggest a-holes for calling Megan's show a flop. They do. And I love it for them. And any US, I'll say, um, network or whatever that at least has any shred of or wants to be seen to have any shred of integrity will not bring any of those crazies that call themselves royal experts on their network. Okay. I do want to say, did y'all hear the news? And this is so like off the beaten path, but I have 24 minutes. Okay, where Gail King is going to be one of the first, along with Katy Perry and oh Lord, I forgot who the third woman is that's going to go up in Muskie's SpaceX thing. It's supposed to be an all-female crew, all that fun stuff. So, mhm. Mrs. S, I thought the same thing when I saw the headline. Pamela Anderson still here? I thought she had disintegrated by now. My boss with the words of wisdom. Oh my gosh. Mm, mm, Wendy, Megan has a swagger about those other cook shows, pale in comparison. Yeah, you know how that is. Oh, I'm skipping through a lot of comments. Please do not be offended if I don't read yours. Wendy L, the TIG 2014 was way before these celebrities cook shows. If anything, they copied Megan, the TIG trying for a come up. Facts. Well, yes, because she used to give the tiles of a recipe. So, and she would show the pictures, etc. So it was even before you would have live interactive on a site. And so I'm just speak the words into the universe. Of course, if you speak, crazy stuff into the universe against people, a lot of them will have their prayers where that it reverses out back to the sender. Watch what you say. Because we're seeing it happen. That was hilarious to see that one day the day of the show coming out and the 3 days and then having season two announced was just priceless. Cookies and Cream, the Sussexes totally debunked the divorce narrative of that trash family and their racist lapdogs. Well, yes. Although the squatties knew that it was a bunch of bullshit, but anyone that was buying into it, were buying into it. Hello, Michael's Adventures. How are you? Good to see you. Um, I have so much catching up to do with content creators on this side of the house, I'll say. Those of you that have been hanging out on the other side know how quickly you can get caught up and yeah, there's so much happening. I can't even go there. We're just gonna leave it alone. Wendy L, I love F off. Yes, F off. If when I read it on my other channel, I'll say the word. But I don't want to put some of y'all into, oh my gosh. Woo! I'm not yet monetized over there, so yeah, I can play certain music. Hmm. Okay. Um, Faith says, "Let us Roman calm." Yes, love that cap on Megan. Yeah, and she was doing her little dance and just. Delphina said something, and I don't know if everyone picked up on it that she just loves to see Megan dance like that. She's just being herself and having a good time in the moment. And so when they were out there hiking and it was just they both started dancing. Yeah. People that know her well, I know we as squatties feel that we know we know them well, but to know, yeah. Oh, and RIP to the cussing pastor. There is There was, I should say, there was gentlemen. I only know him by the cussing pastor because I did not believe that he really was a pastor or cuss like he did, and he was and is, and but he did pass a couple of weeks ago. But the trolls will make a pastor cuss when there really was one that did. So, oh, Karen W. Okay, you're giving us okay. So Vancouver, where Megan lived for what 7 years? Uh-huh. Okay, let's come on back over here. So Karen is saying Pamela Anderson's show is set in Vancouver. Yes, so she went back home because I was going to say she is from Canada and bought her grandmother property, finding something to do long after Baywatch. Well, I mean, and Tommy and everything else that came along. Okay. She never did anything like this before, whereas Megan did. Right. It is not copying anybody, and that is a racist tone anyway, because whenever a person of color, a black woman specifically, biracial, some people don't claim that Megan is black, although she has identified. I mean, she can't, and she stated this, you're not, when you're biracial, you can't just check one box because you leave another part, but I'm sure she wishes to. Well, I can't speak for her. But anyway, that parental side, middle finger up to them. But anyway, for those that are the crazy ones, okay. Um, yeah, she's not, Megan's not. Uh-huh. They just won't let her rest and be happy and do what she does, enjoy life. It's always she's copying someone else, like it's someone else's idea, but it ain't Fruity Tooty Rudy Peggington's idea. I mean, he even said, for what Kate cooked, and I doubt she did. She probably ordered it in. Um, helped, but she's not the greatest, and she showed it. Whatever she went to flip, or they try to do something on the mini cooking shows, it just has flopped right on out. Okay. Hello, hello, hello to everyone that has joined. Hello, Patricia. I saw your comment. All right. Da, 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 da. I'm down here. I'm caught up to the comments, so I'm gonna just go through the last few that are here. um, Karen, no, nothing was going on for the Anderson. She dried up. Her kids were grown. Nobody remembered her, so she went back home to Vancouver to figure it out. Around the pandemic, decided to do Reno show. And I mean, hey, I'm glad she found sobriety because it snatched her looks. I'll just say it like that. Tia is saying, heard about it from Gail King on her morning show. Yeah. Um, some squatties do not care for Gail, but I'll just say, I hope y'all remember the sub and the situation. Yeah, I need a few flights. I would want a few flights to go up and come back safely before I'm just like, oh, I'm on the inaugural one. Because, yeah, y'all remember the sub. That's all I'm going to say. Hello, Marina. How are you? Yes, Megan won. Yes, and wasn't even out there trying to win. She's just doing what she loves. And of course, if you see the joy, you're pulled right in. Okay. And yes, squatties may be a little biased, but at least it's a good bias. Gwen said, they better keep their feet on solid ground. If God wanted us in space, he would have made a way. True, 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 true. I'm just saying. Okay. Compton Cali. Ooh, Gail Big Mouth ass. See, I told you some squatties did not care for her. Okay. Had the Paps going to Tyler Perry's home that the Sussexes were living in. That's why she doesn't get an interview from the Sussexes. Well, many learn. Open your mouth and show that you cannot be trusted. Because we didn't even know about Oprah being in the UK, let alone going to Not Cot and seeing the beginnings, the humble beginnings of where Prince Harry was living, as well as Meghan. Mm. They're never going to believe this. That was exactly what Oprah said she said when she walked in there and saw that place. Now to see where they live, yes. And she as well as he deserves to live where they live, okay, and be happy and all. Okay. Tier said, Megan used to be on morning shows and cooking shows demonstrating her cooking skills or a simple recipe. Yes, because she was on not just Canadian morning shows, but she happened to be in New York on, what we would say our national network shows. I know Rachel Ray, yes, because Rachel Ray used to be on the Food Network and had the 30-minute meals. And I used to love that show because I'm like, oh, in 30 minutes I can have a full meal. Okay, so I used to watch that. And then my husband would laugh when he would see me in there cooking. Oh, you got an inspiration? Anyway, so yes, Megan, it is well known. Uh-huh. There's the foodie side of her, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Hold on, y'all. One second. Sorry, the husband was calling. I needed to answer that really quickly. Okay. And rushed him off, so I'm sure I'll hear about that. Compton Cali VS, will you be making doggy biscuits for your fur babies? Oh, I thought of that. I should treat them. I should treat them. So, I have to remember the ingredients. I'll have to get that parchment and try it out and see. Uh-huh. Of course, it means me having to find quality peanut butter because I think she mentioned about that, not buying, you know, what we see on the shelf. I'll just say it like that without calling any brands out. So, anyway, let me behave. Let me keep on moving. So, Tier, Harry and Nacho tried to scare them on the hike. It was fun. I saw that, yes. And it's not the first time that they have done that to them, but it's just when they catch them, yeah. Whew. You to watch and see the little snippets that we do. Oh, and I do hope we saw a video on IG of the thumb cookies. What is it? The thumbprint cookies with the little helpers. I did let the channel members know about that. So if you've got the IG again, you have seen that. Because of the music, if I bring it over even into members, I'll get the tap on the shoulder from YouTube. So a lot of times I'm waiting for somebody one day to say that they own the rights to that and it's not Megan, like sending a strike through because you see all the content creators that have used those different clips and 99.99999% are not squatties. I'll just leave it at that. Let me see. Megan is not depending on trolls for happiness. Megan is happy. Exactly. Mhm. Okay, so Wendy L. Megan cannot do anything right by the Rangers. Megan stopped giving a damn 2025. She is kicking ass, unbothered, moving forward. And that I would say that happened in 2020 when they got the book out of Dodge, so to speak. Okay. And not even when they left Canada, but when they got out of that prison called the Royal Family, controlling everything about even having to listen in on her calls. And we know yeah, through that Oprah interview. Okay. Anyway, Joyce sake. Yes. God is had intended for people to go into space, Jill, heaven. Well, I mean, mm, which means this is hell. Okay. We're living in hell right now. Okay. Because to ascend to heaven. Okay. That's a whole nother discussion I can have on my other channel. Let me just keep on moving through this. Do, 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 do. Oop. Mrs. S. Rachel Ray's food suck. I'm sorry. I have tried it. Well, see, you tried it. I said she inspired me to go in the kitchen and cook stuff. Not hers, but okay. It is awful. She should stick to dog food. Well, I mean, I'm going to say that I tried that, and I'll just say we don't use her brand, but I'm going to move on. I have to tell the truth. Well, I'm going to say it as nicely as I can, and then I need to end this live stream because I think I am at the bottom, or near the bottom, that she's bland. Seasoning, not really her forte. You know damn well Harry tasted that seasoning food, and especially Megan giving a little insight that her mom cooked some good soul food. Okay. Harry ain't ever going back over there. At least, when she talked about how he salts before he even tastes the food, being that the palates of those that were in charge were bland as they were. And so, he didn't really get properly seasoned food. Mm. So, as Megan says, she has to under season somewhat, or at least salt, because she knows he's going to put. That was how my father was. Didn't matter what I would fix. If I'm cooking, if I'm doing, chicken, fried chicken, whether I did it in the deep fryer or air fryer, I'm seasoning it. I'm not just going to put chicken in the. Just the thought of that kind of. Anyway, Lorna's giving me a tip, and then I'm going to end this live stream because I'm about 8 minutes to being here 2 hours. Y'all still going on and talking and talking and talking. Y'all want to hang out all afternoon? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Okay. Lorna says you don't need to buy peanut butter. Just get the unsalted peanuts and grind them up in a food processor or blender. That way you get peanuts with no additives, which are harmful to dogs. Okay. You want me to buy more gadgets then? I had a bullet. I've had bullets before. Somewhere in the move, the bullets got the bulleted into the trash. But unsalted peanuts and grind them up in food processor or blender. Okay. I may still have the blender on the counter, uh, but I can't guarantee that I do. Okay, let me come over here. Thank you for that tip, though, Lorna. In fact, let me take a little screenshot of that, because I want to be sure that will it show it to me? Hold on. Oh, this darn system. Let me do this. Okay, I have to bring it up on the screen because StreamYard is being particular. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Lorna. Karen W says Anderson team is speaking out now because they see reviews with love. Megan is so they are using it to pull views to Anderson's show will not work. So I just was like, I saw the headline. I'm like, oh, she has a show, and now they're going to try to say that Megan's copying her. Please, we knew about this show for a while. Okay, just saying. Even if we just saw it in our vision, and the vision has now come to existence. All right, let me come down here. Nora, the Stock Explorer. How are you? All right. Hope you are well. Claudia says all the Sussexes eat soul food. Yes. The food is made with love and soul, but the soul food, yes. And of course, we know Mama Dory will make it on the healthier side. Okay. But she, like Megan, like their little side food. Megan is just a foodie. So she has always said it's not that she, doesn't eat steak, doesn't eat that. When they were trying to say that she was vegan, you remember when she was pregnant and they were in Morocco and she tried, what was that, pigeon? It was it was like a turnover, but had pigeon. All right, Cookies and Cream is saying, okay, because I do need to let y'all go so then I can go eat because I'm hungry. My stomach is really cutting up over here. Cookies and Cream says, everyone please continue to pray for the Sussexes, each other, and the world. Pray for all who are sick, bereaved, or just a needed prayer. Amen, 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 amen. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, you're driving to work, Nora. Be safe out there. Drive safely. And Joan says, Megan said she can't live without hot sauce. Okay. She'll show up at your house with it in her purse, probably. Let me behave myself. So I'm going to put this up, Black Queen's comment, since it is International Women's Day. But Black Queen wanted us all to remember Women's Day is every day. We run this mother trucker. Okay. And with that, love you all. Be safe. Take care. Yeah, the outro also has the so-called copyright, now copyright music. So I'll just say bye all. Take care. Mwah. Thank you all. Bye.